What's up, you guys? It's Tarashi here, and today we're doing a speed build of a house that was in one of my weird dreams that I had a couple of nights ago. So, you've been warned now. I have house dreams all the time. I don't know if anybody else does this, but my mom and I both have weird house dreams all the time. And when I say weird house dreams, I mean maze type house dreams. It's so weird. And it's always in the same house. But this time, this dream was in a completely different house. And the color scheme for this build is part of the storyline that goes along with this. And so a couple of days ago when I had this dream, I had actually typed this out to one of my friends. And so I'm sorry if the details seem weird or are kind of scattered, but it's what details I could remember from the dream. And so I tried my best to actually put it into words so I could send it to my best friend and see what she thought. And well, this was one of the first house dreams that I've had where I could actually remember the layout. So that's part of the reason why I was like, I have to build this in The Sims before I forget it. So I'm sorry, this is already kind of all over the place. But again, some of these details are going to be so weird, and I'm sorry for that. But I don't remember how this dream actually started. I just remember suddenly being in this house with somebody else, and I was trying to avoid the windows, which, as you can see, there are lots of them. So that was very challenging in itself, especially since both of the front doors have windows on them. But I was trying to avoid the windows because there was a woman outside trying to get me. Okay. For some reason, I was some kind of magical being in this dream. I don't know what, but this woman was after me for that reason. And for whatever weird reason, I don't know what this means, but for some reason, part of the plot to this dream was that this woman would not be able to enter my house if everything on the inside was blue. Okay, so at the very beginning of this dream, I'm trying to avoid the windows, and the person that's in the house with me, we are trying to finish painting that second doorway into the main part of the house, because somebody left it halfway white. I don't know. It was weird. It was a big part of this plot. Okay. But this woman was out there trying to confirm I was in this house, and we were trying to rush to get the door painted so she couldn't get in and this and that. And I was able to actually manage avoid being seen through one of the windows in the front part of the house. But then this woman started circling around the house, and she was looking in every single window trying to see me. And for some reason, the door to the bedroom that's parallel with the front door, she saw me through one of those windows. And immediately I was like, I have to hide. Which, again, there's a lot of windows. It's very hard to hide in this house. So my first idea was to try to hide in between that dresser and the wall in that first bedroom on the left. And of course that would work for some of the windows, but then if you got over there in that corner, you'd be able to see me. So my next best idea was to actually get underneath the bed and hide under there. And in my dream, the bed actually looked more wooden and a more country type of style, but I had to go with that bed because it was the only one where the covers were actually going down to the floors, and that's the only reason I picked that bed, besides the fact it's one of my favorite beds in the game, but that's beyond the point. The point was I was trying to go for the feel of the hiding underneath that bed would have would hide me from her. Like I said, this dream was so weird. But after I hid underneath the bed, my point of view changed, and I was somebody else in the house. So I guess at some point there was another person in the house with me. I thought there was just one at first, but there ended up being a second person when I switched points of view. I don't know. But that person was trying to get this woman to leave and was doing everything they could to keep her out of the house. And this was one of those things where we thought we were hidden, and that's why there's so many trees around the house. It was kind of in a foresty area, and we were trying to isolate ourselves so we wouldn't be seen. And so, yeah, I just went crazy with the trees trying to create that forest effect. I'm sure to some extent this house will be annoying to play in sometimes, but I was trying to get the aesthetic of the house the way it was in my dream, and that was the best way I could do it. I do remember at the end of the dream, somehow the woman did manage to get inside the house, and she did end up finding me. And I just realized I didn't paint that other roof. I'm gonna have to go back and fix that. But yeah, it was weird, and I did a poll on Twitter asking you guys if you wanted to hear this weird dream I had and see the house that I built with it. And so this is the house. I've told you the dream basically. I think we all can agree that it was a very strange dream, which I tend to have a lot of those when I do remember my dreams. Surely I'm not the only one, right? But yeah, that was a really weird dream, and I wish I could remember the beginning of it that set us off into searching for this house and coming across it and having to do the whole painting thing. I wish I knew why it being blue had anything to do with whether this woman could get in the house or not, but because of that detail of this dream, there is so much blue in this house that this house almost turned into like a solid color challenge when I wasn't meaning for it to be a solid color challenge, but it ended up becoming that because of the one detail in the dream. But this build's starting to wrap up, so if you liked this build or you liked my weird story, weird dream, please give this video a like, leave any comments down below. I post a new video every single Monday and occasionally on Fridays, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.